Dayananda Sagar University. I am Professor Kumail Kirmani here, and I hope this would be a great session, which will give you details about this course. Uh, I'm getting some more requests for people to joining in, so I think we should probably speed up, right? So for all those who have already come in on time, thank you so much for joining us. I have, you must be having a lot of queries with respect to the admission process of Dayananda Sagar University's Executive MBA program. And I'm so happy that you have taken time out to join this webinar, right? On a Wednesday morning at 11 o'clock, you must be at home, you must be working from home, you must be already back to office. Yeah. So with all due respect, thank you so much once again. And in case you have been able to hear me well, been able to, get more information about this program, the questions will be answered 20 minutes past the presentation, and then you could take your decision further on in terms of your next step forward, right? So these are some of the five frequently asked questions that we have been regularly faced with. Yeah, so the first question is, what is the difference between an executive MBA and a regular MBA? People also try and ask us if this course is recognized by the industry. What are my career opportunities after I complete the executive MBA program? Because not many people in the Indian system understand that executive MBA, or they feel that executive MBA is not a recognized course, right? And then the most commonly a question that again comes up from most of the aspirants or the students or the executives are, do you provide placements? What is the fee structure? Would be something that we would definitely like to understand more in detail. So if you have in mind the questions in these top 5 frequently asked questions, given the number that you would want us to answer the most, or is it all the 5 questions that you already have in your mind? So just drop in a message and help us understand. Fantastic. So thank you so much for your response. So we would be hitting these questions, nailing them out. In case you have further questions, further queries, you have our team. You can reach out to us on an email. You have our WhatsApp number. You have a call. You can just pick up the call and ask us any question, or you're most welcome to even drop in to our campus, right? So let's go ahead and understand the history about Dayananda Sagar University. I may not take more than about 2.5 minutes to complete this. Dayananda Sagar University is not new. For those who are not in Bangalore will understand that it's a history of more than 50 years in the field of education. Sagar institutions is quite famous with respect to engineering, medical colleges, and the MBA courses that has actually developed and helped more than 17,000 odd students in the history, right? And we've got 5 campuses in total, all in Bangalore. We have got a 400-acre medical hospital coming up at Kanakpura Road, and this particular course is at the Kudlu Gate campus, which is towards Silk Board on the way to Electronic City, right? So, and from the history of 50 years of Dayananda Sagar institutions, Dayananda Sagar became a university in 2015 under the Karnataka Government Act approved by the UGC, the University Grants Commission. So that gives you the answer for the second question about our recognition. Are we recognized? Yes, we are recognized by the act of UGC, University Grants Commission, which is the supreme body in the education system. Yeah, approved by the government of India, right? Under the Ministry of Education. Then these are some of the salient features that we would like to highlight upon. Yeah, Executive MBA is a degree and not a diploma. Many of the other standalone business schools offer something called as a PGDM, postgraduate diploma in management, a PGPM, postgraduate program in management, EPGDM, and so on and so forth, right? Though these courses are given by standalone business schools, there is a difference. The difference is that when you do a diploma program, there's always this tag when it comes to the industry. Just give me a minute, some request from the participants. Okay. All right, so sorry for the small interruption. So executive MBA program, a lot of people feel that getting a PGDM or a certificate in a diploma certificate for management and an MBA, there's a lot of difference here. A diploma is given by a standalone business school who may not have a valid university recognition. Not every business school gives you a degree, but every university can give you a degree and a diploma. So this particular program is not a PGDM or a diploma certification. It's a degree program. It's a master's degree program, right? Awarded by Dayananda Sagar University. As I answered the question number 2 about the approvals, it is approved by the UGC and AICTE, that is All India Council of Technical Education. So this gives you a confidence that this program is recognized. This is not a distance education. This is not a correspondence course. This is a proper regular MBA program. So in regular, you've got two things: regular full-time and regular part-time. Regular full-time is when it is usually for freshers who join this program soon after college without work experience. So they attend classes from Monday to Friday. For working professionals, it is very difficult for them to, very challenging for them to understand or take time out to give, their time to sit in a classroom from Monday to Friday because they're working. So executive MBA is created to satisfy the needs of those executives who have jumped into their corporate life after the graduation, but they have not been able to complete their post graduation. So this is a fantastic opportunity. The advantage, we will come down to it in the following slides. Classes are current on alternate Saturdays and Sundays. Why is it alternate Saturdays and Sundays? Because to help you plan your family life, work life, and your study life that you're going to jump into. You have one Saturday, Sunday where you dedicate yourself to your family. One Saturday, Sunday you dedicate yourself for your higher education. In this way, you balance your time that you get on a Saturday and Sunday with your family and your work and your education time. The course is for 17 months. People think MBA is for 2 years, but then hold on. MBA, regular MBA in Indian mentality, you have a graduation for 3 years. You have a post graduation for 2 years. The 2 years is a very broad structure. But technically, if you narrow it down with respect to number of months, then it's not going to be beyond 17 months because we have no breaks and no holidays in between, right? The validity, however, is for 30 months. What do I mean by this 30 months validity? That means to say, even if you miss, sometimes the working professionals are traveling, they miss a semester, they miss an examination because they're working and they've got multiple other opportunities or commitments. The 30 months is a time frame that you can complete this course in. So 17 months and you have another 17 months roughly. So 2.5 years to complete the entire program. So you don't really miss out. So if, for example, if you miss out a semester or an examination, it's not that you have to repeat it. There's no repeat telecast here. You can straight away complete your program where you left. So that is a beautiful advantage that the government and the UGC has given us the facility. The student faculty ratio, the size of this batch is less than 30 people. So here we are focusing on a very strong student faculty ratio to be 1:7. We've got more than 35 visiting faculties. We will be talking about them in the coming slides. 10 super specializations. Usually a regular MBA comes up with marketing, HR, finance. Now that is operations. Some offer, business intelligence. Some offer, supply chain management. It depends from the university to university. But Dayananda Sagar University has 10 super specializations: marketing, HR, finance, business analytics. You've got project management, operations management, international business, entrepreneurship, supply chain management, and we have also introduced information technology as a specialization. The seventh point is so important. Faculty, who teaches you, who mentors you matters the most. And Dayananda Sagar University, in the span of 2 years that we launched this program, has managed to get the best of faculty from the IITs and the IIMs. When I say that, I'm just not talking about one or two faculties who have joined this program, but it is 90% of our faculty are from the industry. So they bring in real-time case studies, real-time solutions to the problems. And the curriculum that is being created is not created by academicians, but by industry professionals. There have been the top management from Wipro, from Titan Group, from Bueller Group, from industries, from IT and manufacturing and retail, clubbed together, created this syllabus so that this is current, this is rigorous, and this is going to help tune the future managers, right? Highly flexible management, manageable and affordable. When I say affordable, I'll come back to the fee structure with respect to the competition that you have. How will it help you? It enhances your career opportunities, networking opportunities, and marketability for your working professionals in the global workspace. This is a globally recognized degree program. Yeah, so very few institutions have this advantage where they give you a globally recognized master's degree program, which you can do it part-time. So this is another key point. Attend live classes from a remote location across the globe. Technology has actually brought us very close. We've been able to access classes. We've got faculty, we've got students who are working in Bangalore, but then they go out of country for about 3 to 6 months for some project. You might also have a scenario where you might have to travel because of your work commitment. So that will not stop you from attending classes. You have access to live online classes as well. It is not recorded, the old ones. It is a live classes that will also be recorded for your future reference. So every batch, every system, every section has their own classes with their own faculty and own students attending the sessions live in the campus. The same thing is recorded, and the same thing is also telecasted live online, right? So I hope the information about the Executive MBA program is clear so far, right? Just give me 1 second. So here the program duration is for 17 months, four trimesters, with respect to a capstone project that is very, very important in your last trimester. That is 4 months is one trimester. You've got 4 trimesters into 4, that is 17 months, 16 months plus 1 month of capstone project. Alternate Saturdays and Sundays, which is mostly the first and the third weekend of the month. Eligibility criteria is very simple. You need to be a graduate. You can't be a diploma holder. You need to be a graduate from a recognized institution anywhere in the world, that is, and a minimum of 1 year of full-time work experience. This is a criteria for you to join this course. As I mentioned to you, the mode of delivery is in class and hybrid. In classes, you have to come physically to the classroom. Hybrid is when the same classroom sessions are given to you as relate to you live for people who are not in Bangalore, for them to get into, I've got some more participants who've come in. Just give me a minute. Yeah, so just added them on. And of course, the pedagogy is not a lecture-based model, but a case study and problem-solving approach. What do I mean by this? You have a concept, you have a solution for it. So usually in a regular MBA, there's only a conceptual understanding delivered by a faculty. But since the faculty are industry professionals, they are not academicians, but then they have industry experience, so understand the concepts and the practical implications of it. So they give you case study methodology. So every week you might have 2 to 3 case studies from each subject that you will be solving. So that is a lot of information with respect to current time business models and the conceptual knowledge that you will be solving it, thus helping you become better quality managers, right? So coming next to the first question. Now that I've explained to you what the course is all about, I would like to give you some information about the difference between the regular MBA and the Executive MBA. So far, if my pace is all right, and if you feel I'm going too fast or too slow, just give me a message so that I would understand that my tone and my speech is reaching out to you guys nice and fine, right? Thank you so much. What is the difference between an executive MBA and a regular MBA? A regular MBA is a full-time course. You have zero earners. When I say zero earners, most of them are not earning. They've never earned. They are part of same out of college, fresh out of college, and now sitting in another college learning the master's degree program. They are very freshers, so they don't understand what business outside is, right? It's a theory-based education system, very old-fashioned, very expensive with very low ROI. When I say this, an average, there are about more than 250 colleges in Bangalore alone who offer an MBA program, right? And there are many standalone business schools. Average fees for 2 years of an MBA is about 6 to 7 lakh rupees. Not This is just the tuition fees. I'm not talking about the travel, the cost, the food, the other expenses that you get into. You spend close to about 10 lakh rupees, right? So and then the market is so bad that apart from the premier, the top IIMs or the XLRIs or the Symbiosis and the top institutions, the tier 2 category of colleges do not give you a solid placement. Though they say 100 placement, 100% placement, I doubt if even 70% of the colleges are offering you 100% placements. And this is a report by Asochem. I can even share that information with you guys. Of course, I'm talking with respect to Dayananda Sagar University, so we don't really commit on 100% placement because it is a very, very delicate zone. Uh, Faculty are not from the industry. When you talk about regular MBA program, these are faculties who have come out of their master's degrees. Some might have 2 to 3 years of experience, but then they are in the education field. They're academicians purely, and they talk textbook knowledge that they actually visit and then they go through, right? I've got some more participants who just joined in, so just with respect to an executive MBA, it's a weekend program, so it allows you to work during the weekdays, Monday to Friday, and then come and attend class on Saturday, Sunday, right? So you continue to earn while you learn. So what happens here is whatever you're learning, you're also applying the same thing immediately in your workplace, and you're also earning. So your 2 years of time that you spend on education, your opportunity cost is safe, so you're actually earning during those times. So there's a fantastic advantage. So there's no gap between your work experience. So you don't take a sabbatical, or you don't take you don't quit your job just to complete your education. So this is the beauty of an executive MBA. Here you've got experienced and career oriented people. Most of the MBA graduates, they get in because there's a family pressure that MBA karlo. It might sound very good on your CV, or it might sound very good even on a wedding invitation. But for an executive MBA, people do it out of choice, mostly out of choice. Why? Because they understand that it is the most required skill to grow up to their hierarchy. uh, Vis-a-vis to the theoretical based education system, we talk about the case study approach in executive MBA program. Highly cost effective with high ROI. You're not only going to spend less than 20% of what you spend for a full-time regular MBA, right? So that's the huge amount of money that you're saving, and the returns is high because whatever salary that you're earning, that would definitely have a 3x. I'm not just quoting it from my heart. It is a 3x rise that we have seen in the past experience of about 12 years that I'm in the education industry right now. Experienced industry professionals come and teach you. So it's not the regular faculty who teach the MBA kids who are academicians. These are the faculty who teach you from the real-time work experience. So that really brings in a lot of information and knowledge on the table. What are my career opportunities after I complete the executive MBA? Very, very important slide for you to understand what are your career opportunities. Pain points. Most of the people have this career opportunity. When they say career opportunities, they feel that they have to get a promotion or a higher salary. But then the pain points is something that we would like to highlight. You might be stuck in your career. You might feel that you have no promotion, no salary hike. You might have competition from the younger generation because they come at a very low cost. You might even have lack of job satisfaction or poor market conditions like the current COVID situation that we are into. So how do we solve these pain points? We solve it through two major solutions. Either you upgrade your own skills in that domain that you are into, or you master the domain. So this opportunity, if you have to grow up in the corporate hierarchy, you need to have a master's degree. No matter how good a BE you are, how good a BCom, or how good a graduate you are, with X number of experience. But the edge for you to grow up the hierarchy, you need to have a post graduation. And what better way to have a post graduation when it is a degree program, when it is an executive program, when it is a master's degree approved by the UGC. So all these three criteria get into it, and the outcome of it is very, very simple. The outcome of it is that you develop a very professional network and you become a subject matter expert in that domain. So unlike the regular MBA, which offer you a dual specialization and so on and so forth, Dayananda Sagar focuses on one core specialization that you have to take one at a time, complete that, master that domain, and then if you have an opportunity to explore another specialization, it's your choice that you could do it at an extra time and extra cost, right? It accelerates, the outcome is also accelerating. It also gives you a progression in your career growth 2x, right? So that is another advantage that you have. I'm going to be very blunt here. I'm not going to be rosy because I understand that you guys are spending your quality time with me. So do you provide placements? The answer is no. We don't provide placements for executives because executives already have a job. They don't need placements. Do we do placement assistance? Yes. We do career counseling. We have mentors for each student. The mentors are not just the faculty, they're the industry professionals. They are CEOs, they are VPs, they are directors of multinational companies. They are teaching you, so they mentor you, they handhold you. So I in my previous slide, I gave you that 1:7 ratio. That is the advantage that you have when you sit in a classroom of a 30 odd people who are, highly dedicated, highly serious to upgrade their career. The idea of not giving you placement is because we create problem solvers. So you have a problem in getting a high paying job, solve it. We give you the direction how. We don't give you the fish, we teach you how to fish. It's as simple as that. And that's been a mantra of Executive MBA program. We could definitely lure a lot of students and say that, hey, listen, there is a placement opportunity. We also provide placements and we can refer you. We don't want to commit anything which we can't keep up to. Rather, we believe that if you join us for the 17 months, the transformation is going to be so solid that you yourself will be so capable enough to get the job or the career direction exclusively designed for you, right? Now, the most important part, right? The fee structure. Have a look at the fee structure. The Executive MBA program comes at a fee structure of 1,70,000 rupees for the entire 17 months. So it's about 10,000 rupees a month, roughly, if you calculate. That's also been break down into your EMIs or 4 installments that you can say, right? So upon acceptance, you have 40,000. Another 3 months later, you got 40,000. Another 8 months from the date of starting is another 40,000, and 50,000 in the last semester that you will have to pay. Additional to that, you have an application fees of 1,000 rupees, examination fees of 1,250 per course. Why do we have a separate examination fees? Because not every people join at a particular time frame. They might be traveling, they might have another commitment, they might have some family function that they would want to skip due to the examination timetable, or they might be traveling. So examination fees is only when you're sure about attending the examination, we collect the examination fees from you at that time, right? And then there's a miscellaneous cost for 4,000 rupees, which you can utilize it and you can spend during the orientation and other university charges, which includes your graduation ceremony as well, right? Great. Along with this, we also have now we come to the most important aspect, the faculty. This is what you're going to spend your money on, not just on the piece of paper degree. It's the learning that you have. And what better opportunity for you to learn from somebody who's got 35 years of experience in the shipping industry. So he's been a captain of marine. He was a marine, merchant navy captain. Professor Nagaraj Subrao. He's the dean of the Executive MBA program at Dayananda Sagar University. He's an MBA from University of Minnesota, USA. He's also an MPhil from the University of Illinois, USA. He's also a PhD. So specializing in HR strategy, team dynamics, organizational culture. So imagine the kind of knowledge that he's going to bring in from both academic and the and the industry part of it. So under his leadership, this was started off at Dayananda Sagar University in 2018, right? So the first batch is about to get graduated very shortly, and you would get to witness them yourself. You also have other distinguished faculty. We've got about 37 to 40 odd faculty. Some of them is something that I'm just trying to highlight, which includes Dr. Professor Amulya Panda. He's from IIT Madras. Spent 2 decades in general electrics, great in operation management to be subject core subjects. Professor Abhishek Pandey, MIT Sloan School of Management, global operations. He's been, very, very active with respect to the understanding of operations and global business management. 2 great veterans from the industry talking about business analytics, Professor Amarnath and Srinivas. These are highly educated, internationally acclaimed, experienced faculties that you have. You've got Professor Anurag Jalan, IIT Bombay, IIM Bangalore, Professor Krishna Nayapati, IIT Madras, IIM Calcutta. He's also been featured in the book called as Startup City, The Tale of Exceptional Entrepreneurship. So imagine the kind of knowledge that these people bring in on the table. So each when we have the distinguished speaker sessions, the participants spend about 1,500 rupees to 2,000 rupees to attend a 1-day seminar. So imagine if you are spending the entire course with them, the 17 months, the kind of knowledge that you're going to gain from them outside the classroom, within those networks that you spend time with them, is going to be priceless, right? And some of the other faculties, again, a PhD from IIM Calcutta, Dr. Krishna Kumar Rao, Shankar Prasad, IIT Kanpur, Stonebrook University. And then we've got some more faculties. You can visit our website to get the detailed list of them. Last date for you to apply is 30th May 2020. We're starting off on the 26th of July 26th of July 2020, right? So last date for you to apply is 30th May. So in case you are still planning to apply, do apply before 30th May, right? And if you have any queries, you can always reach out to us. And this is how the entire program is scheduled. And if you have any queries, I would request you to drop in your message. Allow me to see your messages, and then let me know if you have further queries, right? And this is my, you can take a screenshot of my number and my email ID. You can visit our website and understand if you have we have a question from Deepika who says, people who operate classroom sessions can also avail online live classes as well. Yeah, Deepika, the course is valid. You have 3 options for everybody. So you have to attend classes. Each and every student is requested to attend classes. If you're not able to, you have access to live online. Even if you miss online, the recordings are there for everybody. So you have the option to get all the benefit of this program. Right? Any other questions that you all have? If you could, I'm actually done with this stipulated time. I've got 10 more minutes. Should you want more information?
We don't have time limit
yet. Yeah, that's fantastic, and we could straightforward go ahead and see. How many of you feel that the time that you spent, the last 35 minutes that you spent has really given insights about helping you take a better decision for your career? Type in yes in the comment section and understand if this has been really informative. Deepika, I think I've answered the question to you. And then what is the exam pattern if it is 100 marks question answer objectives? It's a university UGC, central government pattern that we follow. It's a 100 marks paper. Though you've got, amount of marks, the 50% of the marks is for your assignments during the course, and the last last 100 marks, last 50 marks is divided for a 100 paper that you would be attending. It's not going to be a question. It's going to be a question answer descriptive type. It's not going to be cat tick the right answer types, right? So it's going to be a descriptive paper. You got case study that you'll be solving. You will have a 2 mark, 5 mark, 10 mark, and a 50 mark, pattern. So it's going to be pen and paper. It's not going to be an online examination pattern. Hope I've answered, the questions. Anybody else who would like to get some more information about this program, please let us know. We are here for 10 more minutes. Anything that you guys want me to repeat during this presentation, do let me know. I would be happy to explain this to you once again in case that there is any doubt. Right? So this program is highly recommended for people who are in their early stages of their career. We've got people from the defense, we've got people from the national banks, we've got people with 15-20 years of experience who join this program with us, and then they study. So imagine you sharing a classroom with somebody who might have just 2 to 3 years of experience, or who's fresh, and then you've got somebody who's also got 15 years of experience. So they're sitting in the same classroom and they're discussing and solving a case study. So imagine a guy with a 15 years of experience from the defense or from a public sector, and somebody from an IT sector with about 2 to 3 years of experience. Imagine coming together and solving problems. How wonderful it would be, right? So yeah, there's another question with respect to how do I apply for the Executive MBA program. The application process is very simple. You have to go online and go to our website and fill up your application details. Alternatively, we will be sharing the application form with you. The application form, that email will come to you, with an application form and the process. You'll have to take a printout of the application form, hand fill it, because the signature is very important with respect to the norms. You have to hand fill it and scan it back to the same email ID with your 10th, 12th degree and your work experience certificates. You have to scan them across to our email ID. In case you wish to come down to the campus and submit it, you're most welcome to do so at our Kulugate campus. You'll have to pay 1,000 rupees as an application fee for your application to be processed, and you've got 7 days for the interview process to happen. Interview will be maybe not a face-to-face call unless it is required, but it could be a telephonic interview followed by a confirmation letter that you will have to accept it by paying the first installment of 40,000 rupees. You have another question saying that is education loan available at what interest rate? We don't provide education loan. We are an education institute. We give you the opportunity to pay us in installments. In case you feel that you need to take loans, it depends on your credit ratings with your own respective bank. So we have tie-up with different bankers as such. We could definitely communicate that to you in case your banker is not willing to, or you're not comfortable with your own banker, right? Thank you so much. I think we've answered all these queries. Please drop in a message and tell us if you have if you've been able to get the information that you were expecting to be receiving. So just type in with a message for us to understand if you have received it. Just type in yes and or a no. Thank you so much. I think attendance compulsory. Attendance is not compulsory for this particular program, but you have to submit presentations and your case studies. So in that case, you are bound to come to a classroom and attend it. If you don't submit your, if you don't have this classroom mentality that you have to come and attend class, the idea is not about attending class, it's about understanding the class. So there is no attendance as a compulsion, but the projects, assignments, and case study submission is compulsory. That will take part of your yeah. I think somebody is asking us about placements. The answer is no. We don't give you placements. As I mentioned to you in the slides earlier to this is the slide for you. Why we don't give you placements is because this is for the executives, and every executive is working. They might require a career growth, but they may not need a placement per se. So we build problem solvers where you can find a solution and network with those people around you to get the best career opportunities. We believe in referrals. We don't believe in placements. It's a very simple no. I'm not going to play a false, Cupid here to give you a carrot and say that we provide you placements, join our program. No, none of the executive programs in the country will offer you placements. If they are giving you placements, you'll have to take it up in writing. Yeah, so that you are very clear about the aspects. All right, I've got 2 minutes to turn off my Zoom meeting. I hope this has been some amount of clarity with respect to understand the course and the frequently asked questions. Right? Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for attending this, question and answer session with us. For more information, we will shortly, thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much. For more information, you can reach out to us. We are available on this number. This website is ours. I have my personal number given there. You also have the admission team's number ending with 600. You got the email ID as well as the website. So kindly make note of all this, and if things are fine, then I would like you to exit this meeting while I would be turning off in the next less than 30 seconds. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great day, and hope you all are safe. Take care of yourselves, take care of your health. Precaution is very important, and we hope that this COVID times will bring us stronger and help us fight together. Yeah, and let's make our country proud. Thank you so much. It was fantastic talking to you guys. I really look forward to have you guys at our course. It's fantastic, value for money, and it is worth the career. It's the most difficult times that we are into, and what better way to upgrade yourself, right? So it's important, and I hope it is meaningful, right?
From which batch? Dilip? Ask for any more questions.